I think you might have been lied to when it comes to real growth and how it looks like. Because everywhere you look, growth always looks like adding more and more and more. More routines, more habits, waking up earlier, better schedules. And then if you still feel heavy, exhausted or wrong, you think you are the problem. But what if growth isn't about adding anything at all? What if I tell you that the reason you feel stuck isn't because you aren't doing enough, but because you actually do too much, and because you carry too much of the things in life that actually don't benefit you? See, society sells us growth as optimization. Optimization as the only way to be successful. Perfect routines, morning rituals, night rituals, discipline, and all these things subconsciously create a subtle pressure for you. You think if you're tired, you're doing it wrong. You think if you don't have the energy to work out today, you're doing it wrong. But many people are already exhausted. Not lazy, they are exhausted. You don't need a new routine and more habits. We stop adding and start simplifying. Adding more into your life oftentimes makes life even worse, because adding routines and new habits on top of an already misaligned life ensures burnout. You don't need a better schedule in a life you don't even like. And discipline without alignment actually leads to self-betrayal. It becomes self-betrayal. For example, you want to work out, and now if you are tired or your body gives you the signal that it wants to rest instead of working out, you think that you are the problem. Now let's talk about the real growth, because growth equals subtraction, because real growth starts the moment when something doesn't align with you anymore, when something doesn't sit with you anymore. Evolution in general always includes letting go. In order to begin something new and in order to actually grow in life, you always need to let go of things that doesn't align with you anymore. Letting go of things that take away your energy, that make you feel like you are the problem. Growth should feel light, not heavy. Making growth as easy and peaceful as possible, because that's the only way to ensure that you will keep showing up. Because if you start to just say, okay, I wake up at 5 a.m., I start my morning with a cold plunge, I go for a run the second I wake up. But if you start to include these things into your life, even though you feel that it doesn't align with you and that you actually don't want to do that, this will drain your energy, and the only thing that this will ensure is that you will fail, because you will stop showing up for yourself, because you created a life that you actually don't even like. And why would your body, why would your subconscious mind wake up to live a life you don't like? So let's focus on removing things that doesn't align with you. So what do we actually want to remove out of your life? Very slow and very slow paced and actionable. I will break it down for you. Let's start with pointing out clearly what doesn't work for you anymore, what takes away your energy. Things that after you did them, you feel heavy. You don't feel light or energized. You feel heavy and drained. These are the exact things we want to let go of. And even though society tells you that it's healthy, for example, to work out, but if a workout takes away your energy and makes you feel drained and tired, it's not the right thing for you to do. Instead of thinking, I need to start this and that, I need to have this and that, shift the mindset to what isn't working for me anymore, what drains my energy. People that drain you or make you feel small, let them go. Conversations that leave you anxious or even tense, let them go. Your body will always tell you if someone isn't the right person for you. Routines that look healthy but exhaust you, let them go. Obligations you keep out of guilt and out of pressure, let them go. Now, one of the most important things, relationships that cost you your peace or that you feel like you have to shrink for, and yes, this especially includes family members. Let them go. Because if you are really, really serious about your growth, self-love and priorities in your life, you can't shy away from letting go of family members or even toxic relationships that keep you down and drain your energy and keep you stuck in life. The simplest way to point out things that drain your energy and that you want to let go of is actually simply by asking yourself, how does this make me feel? After seeing a certain person, how do I feel? After working out, how do I feel? Do I feel energized or do I feel drained and even tired? Because a workout should give you energy and not take away your energy. After eating, do I feel energized? Because food should always be your fuel, the fuel to your body. Does your food make you energized and healthy, or does it make you feel tired and even heavy? If you feel heavy, tight, and anxious, it's a sign to let it go. If you feel peace, clarity, calm, light, and positive, it's alignment. It's aligning with you. You can keep these things and focus on these things even more in life. Start to add them more into your life. Make room to intentionally focus your day around these things, because these are the things that will keep you going and it will help you to show up for the goals. Your body always knows before your mind even knows. So trust your gut feeling and your intuition. Simplify your life. Focus on the simple things like cleaning your room. Take care of your body. Go on simple, boring walks. 50 minutes of doing nothing. Simplifying has nothing to do with being lazy or quitting or failure. Simplifying your life is about choosing sustainability over survival mode. Choosing things that really work for you and really do the job for you over things that society sells you as good and productive, but actually are doing the exact opposite of that for you. We want to create a life that works for and with you, not against you. When we wake up in the morning, we want to wake up happy and we want to wake up fulfilled, because we can't wait for the day to start, because we know that the life we built, the routines that we build on a daily basis are fueling us, are the fuel to our goals, to growth, and especially they align with us and they make us feel good, light, energized, and positive. So add things into your life that give you energy, clarity, peace, health, joy, love, space, and silence. Not because these things are productive, but because these things are the baseline to create a productive life. These things fuel and nourish your productivity. You don't need to become more or do even better. You need to become more honest to yourself and listen to your body. Listen to what your body is trying to tell you. Because a simple and aligned life will always outperform a perfect, disciplined life that drains you. So actually, growth isn't about fixing you and adding more into your life. It's about taking a break, stopping, and finally listen to yourself. Listen to what gives you energy instead of doing things that drain your energy. Adding more into a life that makes you unhappy keeps you paralyzed. Make space by simplifying your life and by focusing even more on the things that fuel you and that give you energy. And you will see how hustling can actually feel good and easy and healthy and especially peaceful. If you reach that point, you are unstoppable, because the moment you create a life you can't wait to wake up to, no matter how simple it is, that's the moment you are unstoppable, because you found peace in your daily life. And that's the baseline to create and to reach any goal in your life. Your structure has to be very, very stable. And if your structure isn't stable because you are focusing on things that society sells you as good but aren't good for you, I can assure you that you will fail sooner or later. And as always, you guys, I see you in the next video.